How do we create safety in our beings as humans and as trans people?
Yes. How do we maintain safety? Because our baseline vibration is safe.
It's God vibration.
Yeah. Easy. Like that's where it's what we come from. It's elated and just in awe. Like what the fuck? Earth is nutty. Look at this. Look where we are. It's gorgeous. There's all these senses. We're here. We have free will. We get to create things in such a palpable way. We get to have it go so slowly so we can watch it as it becomes created, and there's a sense of satisfaction and desire. And as we have to wait, we sharpen our will and we get to fine-tune what we want to be creating. It's a beautiful process. And then there it is. Someone made that fence one day and they had the idea. They saw it in their mind's eye before they created it. And now it's there and it's existing. It's so satisfying. Earth is such a magical place for our spirits to be. We're allowed to and able to be in awe 80% of the time.
How come letting love in feels unsafe?
For me, the kind of first answer that comes to my mind is having a container to contain it in. And that's where the masculine comes in. I used to feel like I had just had my brain and my heart blown open. There's so much that it was overwhelming, all the love. And that's kind of what I sensed, like you're saying, what feels overwhelming. And I think it's about building the container to hold more, right? How can we hold more if we can't hold what we already have? Learning to hold what I have really, 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 really well and optimize how I ignite light within my own energy field and maintain that helps me to just connect to that base point and not need anything specific externally.
I mean, that reminds me of just this whole conversation we've been having on boundaries. It's like, I hear you and I'm picturing myself creating that masculine container to hold more, which is not a material thing, not about I have to have more lovers, or I have to be able to hold more money, or I have to be able to hold more of any one experience.
Anything that's tangible like that.
Anything that's tangible. It's like, how can I energetically just have the capacity to feel more light?
Yes.
Which is not related to anybody outside of me.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's like, okay, boundaries, not interacting in these ways with these vibrations, clearly listening to the body, following the intuition. Like, can you share about that in your experience?
Totally. Even for me, lately doing practices where I'm literally calling in more joy into my body, doing meditations and focusing on bringing light vibration into my body, not just in a way where I'm picturing it, but where I'm feeling it. Where I can feel it. Because I had an experience about a month and a half ago where I was super burnt out, zero energy. My good friend was like, you almost seem kind of depressed. And she was like, I affirm myself every day. I was like, fucking right. So I started doing practices where I wake up in the morning and I meditate. And when I meditate, it's to feel like I have an intention when I go and I search for meditation, whether it's a light transmission or if I'm feeling anxious and I wake up, clearing my mind, stilling my mind. So I go in with a clear intention of how do I want to first thing sit up, and even before I sit up in bed, raise my vibration. Start with like a super clean, clear base energy field. I do that. I literally clean it because we're on Earth, so there's so much to clean out. On social media, there's so much to clean out. Or in LA, there's so much to clean out. Energy. So I clean it out, and from that place, I go, okay, what am I calling into? What am I living into today? And I write down 2 pages of affirmations, even if it's just affirming how grateful I am, affirming what's coming to me, what's going to go right, or how courageous and powerful I am, how connected my guides are to me. And I just allow us all to be together and celebrate. And then I look in the mirror and I look at myself, my incarnation, and I record it and I read it out to myself in first person, and I do in second person, and I do in third person, so I can see the entity that is clear from all those different angles.
I love that.
And it really helps me detach from them needing to be a specific thing. And I've even stopped using pronouns for myself, and then I just call myself clear. It just gives me a lot of space. And then I literally listen to that recording back on repeat throughout my day in headphones with maybe like some beats behind it. So then when there is a blip in my energy and I start to become more anxious or judgmental, there's this other voice, crystal clear in my head, repeating to me exactly what is the most true and what I've chosen. So it's always catching me. Yeah, and then at night when I go to bed, I write about what I'm grateful for and I feel into that vibration. And my standard for living is I'm feeling good. And if I'm not feeling good, then I allow myself to experience that and pop the pimple, let the pus come out, clean it out, and then let the wound dry with even more special self-care, right? So I'll do that. But then like the median vibration is good. I feel in awe, I feel good, I feel so connected to my guides, so grounded, continuing to raise up that vibration even more while being able to maintain calmness and stillness. It's not like a scattered, oh, I'm still high five, I can't stop talking, la la la. It's not that. It's like a still, calm, I'm grounded. I feel just so elated with myself and with God, and I don't even need to tell anyone else about it because I'm just having such a good time. Like that's the vibe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Holy. Just me and God having a good old time.
God having a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then from there, your interactions get to be so much more potent, intentional, fruitful, magnetic, inspiring, co-creative, because they're this ripening or this crystallization of the energy that you've been cultivating.
Yeah.
Just being with yourself.
Being with myself and fucking loving it.
Yeah.
And if I'm not loving it, then shifting circumstances so that I'm loving it. Just listening to that and cultivating that. Increasing excellence.
Increasing excellence, baby.
Yeah.
Being 100% in with whatever that we're
100% in.
doing. Yes.
Yes.
And our favorite one, lowering importance.
Lowering importance.
Turning that dial down.
Dial down.